back to De-Stress Theatre. Today's topic we have chosen is spiritual attitude. What is spiritual attitude? Spiritual attitude has two things like spirituality and the attitude. The spirituality means integrating with the truth. Attitude means the thoughts in particular fashion where we are paying attention. So, spiritual attitude means integrating the truth with the thoughts, whatever the thoughts which we have. There are so many spiritual attitudes. Today, Dr. Gnanamurthy is going to speak on few of the spiritual attitudes like allocating time for ourselves, as well as positive attitude, then decision to face anything in the present, whatever comes, we are going to determine. So let us talk on allocating time for ourselves, how this allocating time for ourselves can de-stress ourselves.
Thank you, Dr. Shashidhara. You brought it very clearly that we need to integrate truth with the thoughts. And for that, we need to lead ourselves by setting an example, by allocating time for ourselves. Why do we need to allocate time for ourselves? For that, we need to introspect ourselves. We need to introspect with our inner good friend of mind, that is Atma. And we need to unite this Atma with Paramatma. Ultimately what? We all need to go back to source where we come from. And for that we need to practice. And if we don't practice every day, we get carried away with only a superficial, we'll mask with a superficial peripheral attitudes and activities. And with that we get carried away. And once we get carried away, we get submerged in that. Once we get submerged, a lot of stress we develop within ourselves. To be devoid of this stress, we need to introspect with ourselves. And to introspect to ourselves, we need to allot certain time to ourselves. We need to bring out, practice, let the changes be within me. Let me not see changes. Because the outer world, whatever source, there are no changes. Whatever changes has to happen has to be experienced by oneself, not from outside. So for that, we need to introspect ourselves, and to introspect ourselves, we need to give a genuine, specific time to ourselves. One, to ourselves, to be aliveness, to bring awareness in us, and also to pay attention in whatever you do. Once you do follow these three things in alignment, then life becomes easy.
Then can you speak a little bit more on, you always say, anything comes in the present, let us face it. Our desire and determination to face anything in the present is one of the very important spiritual attitude. How it helps?
See, that's because you've been designed in this universe to witness the life. You're not taking anything away from this life. You come here to play your role, witness the role. While witnessing, so you have to be in a fearless thought.
So
you should not be carried away with the past experience and live with the fear of future. Let us not live in anxiety. Let us not live in apprehensiveness. Let us live in a silent state, silently observing and getting incorporated in this life to lead a peaceful, calm life.
Actually,
then the effort should be effortless.
Okay, sir.
It should come in a free flow.
So once if you are not afraid or there is no fear in you, then you are likely to have a better brain. You are able to blossom your unique design.
Very true, Dr. Shashidhara, because your brain will be balanced, in a composed, it is tranquil. When you are tranquil, when you are composed, when you are peace, you are at liberty.
Fear blocks.
Fear blocks all these components, and the end product is miserable.
So anything can happen, let us face it.
It is not in your hand, it's inevitable. You need to go through it.
No, it is in our hand, because whatever we are today is because of what we did yesterday. And what action I am going to take today is going to create what future is going
That's
to
the
be.
reason, Dr. Shashidhara, we need to introspect ourselves. We need to practice ourselves in being a quiet state. Because ultimately we are going back to quiet state.
Quiet state. Original state.
Original state.
That's a better word.
Original state.
Original
Yeah.
state. Because
So,
we have come from there, we are going there.
back.
But in between, this unique design has to blossom. To blossom, we need to have a beautiful brain, beautiful computer, supercomputer, so that you can create something
Very true.
as a human being, and you can create something better for the whole society to
Because
form.
here you come to this life to enact the role been designed to you.
But only
To enact the role, we need to practice. For you to get a good platform. This is a beautiful platform what we have. Where you have to put up our show. To put up our show, we need to introspect ourselves.
Thank you, sir.